It's a new day, it's a new production month, and it's the start to the second quarter. Question is, what are you going to do with it? So for the past 5 years, almost all of my meetings have been virtual meetings, working with clients on a national level. Throughout this time, my team and I have piloted, worked on different things to become efficient and effective on phone conferences. So what I want to share with you this morning are some things that work well for us. Let's do that top to bottom in the sales cycle. So first off, fact finding. Really, to me, this experience gives me the opportunity to really ask for the prospect or for the client to participate more than I think I used to in person. The reason for that is while I can't see body language, I can't get a sense of their tone, it requires me to ask more questions, more open-ended questions. I use this as a chance to really lean in and embrace the fact that my ability to keep them engaged with great questions is what's going to help me take this thing to the next meeting. So I don't have a magic bullet here, but what I would tell you to do is this is a great time to work with your mentors, work with your team to figure out what are some of the best fact-finding questions you have in your arsenal. This is the time to use it. At the end of this meeting, make sure you let them know that they need to be in front of a computer for the next meeting. And prior to that, you're going to be sending them a link. We use GoToMeeting. It's free if you don't use it. Many of you have RingCentral as well that you could use. So tell them that you'll be calling them for the audio portion and that you'll use GoToMeeting and that you'll send them a link prior to that. Second thing, we're at the close. Now it's going to be your decision to utilize the camera if you want to or not. I think it's perfect in a lot of scenarios where you want to make, particularly right now, more human connectivity. When we use it, I actually use it as a great opportunity to introduce myself to them and literally will invite my team into the office and say, hey, meet Bree, meet Jen, meet Stephanie. It's a great time for people to meet those on my team that they're seeing those people's names and emails and communication from them. Hopefully, while you're working at home right now and adapting and navigating through this, hopefully you have two screens with you. So first I'm going to share with you what you could do with two screens. I have one screen that I'm presenting on. That's when they click the GoToMeeting link, that's what they're seeing on that screen. It's extremely important to be professional. They could never see another client's name. They could never see your inbox. They could never see your desktop. They could only see their plan. On the second screen, it's basically my virtual filing cabinet. I have Docket or Box or PX or PPA or the illustration system or IPS, whatever it is I have there, and I'm constantly moving things in. And unlike a close in person, I could actually edit on the fly or ask a team member to help. Now, during this week, if you weren't able to bring your screens home and you have one screen, just with grace, tell them, hey, the screen's going to go dark for a second. Make sure you click the camera off and move things on and back and forth. People are having more understanding and more grace during this time. Another tip, while people are talking on the other line, this is a chance, if you're taking a lot of notes, to hit mute. They could hear those keyboards going and it could be really distracting. Make sure your phone is fully charged, and I would highly encourage you to use something like these Apple AirPods or a headset of some type for really clear communication. So here's the other thing that I just would encourage you to be thinking about on these closing meetings is utilizing the art. So with both RingCentral and GoToMeeting, you could actually draw on the screen. Practice before you do this because it's a little slower than your usual penmanship, but it's a good opportunity for you to still engage in that meeting. Okay, what about prospecting? Well, guess what? Nothing's different here. Matter of fact, I would even go as far as saying it might be easier. The reason for that is many people are using feeder lists, including my team and I, and we'll literally put the feeder list on the screen. Sometimes I'll even log into LinkedIn while I'm there with them. Not many things are different. I'll ask them, who on this list do you think we should talk to? Who on this list shouldn't we talk to? So from a prospecting perspective, I think it's fantastic. A couple other things. One, if you want to make sure that your client's engaged on the call, particularly in the close, ask them things like, so what are you seeing right now? Or what are your thoughts on the difference between age 65, column 5, column 6? It's going to require them to be looking at the screen and being an active participant. A few other thoughts I would share with you here is while I think it's good to have some margins of time between meetings, my team would tell you, I literally, for example, I'll take a 1 o'clock call right up to 1:59, hang up, call my 2 o'clock. I don't need to get in the car. I don't need to move around. It's probably not best to do that. Maybe give yourself 5 minutes or so you could quickly copy talk the prior meeting. But here's the thing. We're all adapting right now. For those of you that have been virtual for a long time, this is a great opportunity to continue to be in that comfortable momentum. For those of you that this is completely new to, practice a few times before you do this. Send the GoToMeeting link or the RingCentral link to a friend or a team member just to make sure that everything's working correctly. I wish you nothing but success. This is going to be a great time, as my friend Tony Stanley said, to really lean in during these times and to adapt quickly and to navigate through this. So I wish you all the best. Continue to practice social distancing, stay healthy, be safe, and if there's anything I could do for you, shoot me an email. Good luck. Take care.